Okay, for this video, we are going to discuss wedges. So a wedge is a simple machine that is often used to transform an applied force into much larger forces, directed at approximately right angles to the applied force. So ito yung example figure na ng ating wedge. So ito ay yung wedge, ito yung ating, for example, weight na iaangat. Okay, so i-move natin yung block na to pataas gamit yung wedge na to, and then ito yung ating applied force. Okay, so yung sinabi dito kanina na approximately right angles to the applied force. Okay, so kung ito yung applied force natin, then ito yung ating wedge. So naka-approximately right angles daw yung wedge natin dito. Okay, so ano bang gagawin natin dito sa wedge na to or wedges? So magsusolve tayo ng mga pwedeng yung applied force, yung weight, friction force. So depende dun sa problem, and then bago tayo mag-solve, kailangan nating i-drawing of course yung again, free body diagram. So kapag magdodrawing tayo ng free body diagram, ang involved lang naman ng mga forces, syempre unang-una yung applied force or load, yung mga weight, and then yung mga reaction. Yung reaction, yun yung may friction force saka yung normal force. So halimbawa dito sa wedge dito, so meron tong resultant reaction tsaka yung kanyang component na normal force saka friction force. Okay, so yung surface niya na may contact ay dalawa, yung nasa ibabaw tsaka yung nasa baba. Okay, so ngayon, pwede nating i-drawing yung either yung resultant reaction lang or yung kanyang mga component. Okay, so ito yung mga component niya, yung normal tsaka yung friction force. So pwedeng ganito yung FBD or ganito. Okay, so yung resultant reaction lang. Then kapag meron tayong dalawang blocks or more, yung resultant reaction dito sa isa, pwedeng yun yung applied force dun sa kabila. So kumbaga action-reaction lang, Newton's law. Okay, so kung dito na tayo sa block na to, yung nasa taas, ito yung i-move natin. Okay, and then may wedge tayo kanina dito. Yung friction force ngayon dun sa pagitan nila, yung dito sa point na to, tsaka yung normal force. So babalik ta rin lang natin yung direction. Okay? So same lang dun sa resultant reaction. So kung kanina dito, down to the left, so ang magiging direction nito ay up to the right naman dito. Okay, so dito kapag yung weight na to or yung block na to nag-move pataas, so syempre yung friction force ay i-resist niya. So pababa yun. Okay, so again, pwede rin dito ilagay yung resultant reaction instead na yung dalawang to. So kapag meron tayong FBD, gagamitin lang natin yung conditions of equilibrium. Yung summation of forces vertical equal to 0, summation of forces horizontal equal to 0. Okay, so or pwede rin gamitin yung summation of moment, depende dun sa given problem. So kapag 3 forces lang yung involved, okay, so pwede natin gamitin yung triangle method or force triangle. Then gamit tayo ng either sine law or cosine law. Kapag 4 naman halimbawa yung forces na involved, pwede nating isolve yung resultant ng dalawa. So pwede nating palitan ng isang force lang para maging 3 yung forces dun sa block. Okay, so let us solve some examples. So our first example is from the book of Ferdinand Singer, problem 536, page 132. So determine the minimum weight of block B. So yung weight daw ng block B, ito yung block B that will keep it at rest while a force P starts the block A up the inclined surface B. So ibig sabihin ang impending motion ng ating block ay pakanan. The weight of A is 100 pounds. So weight daw nito ay 100 pounds and the angle of friction for all surfaces and contact is 15 degrees. So angle of friction, ibig sabihin yung ating phi. Ayan. So again, number 1, draw the FBD. So ito yung ating block dun sa taas, yung block A. So applied load or applied force ay force P. Wala namang given na magnitude to. Then yung weight ng A, so ito yun. Okay, so ang impending motion natin ay to the right, yung kanyang direction. So therefore, ang friction force or yung ating resultant reaction ay ito. So i-resist niya yung force P. So again, pwede natin i-drawing yung normal reaction at yung friction force or yung resultant reaction lang. Okay, so hindi naman hinahanap yung friction force at normal force. So much better siguro kung yung resultant reaction na lang yung ilalagay natin. So let us denote that as R1. And then its angle of inclination with the normal line. So ito yung ating normal line. Ito yung surface. So, yung angle of inclination ng ating resultant reaction, yun yung angle of friction, equal to 15 degrees. Then, may angle tayo dito na 30 degrees. So, let us denote that as theta. So, kung ito ay 30 degrees, so automatic yung angle of inclination ng normal with the vertical, yun yung theta din. Okay, so dun tayo sa block B. So, again, action-reaction. Kung dito kanina, yung resultant reaction natin ay R1, ay up to the left. So, kapag dinowing natin yung block B, yung applied force ngayon dito ay yung mismong resultant reaction dito sa block A. So, action, reaction lang. So, ito na yung R1 natin. So, magiging down to the right na. Again, yung angle of inclination niya with the normal is always the angle of friction. Okay, so dito naman, meron tayong weight ng block B. So, WB, ito yung unknown. So, yung angle of inclination niya with the normal line ay yung theta. So, ito ay 30 degrees din. Then, lastly, last force for block B, meron tayo yung resultant reaction dito sa mismong surface na. So, since itong R1 ay down to the right, so para i-resist yun, yung direction ng R2 natin ay up to the left naman. Okay, so kumbaga yung friction force natin dito ay to the left. So, ito yung ating unknown, WB. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, 3 force lang sila or 3 forces lang yung every block. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng force polygon or triangle method. So, pag magdodrawing tayo nito, tip to tail lang palagi. So, maski anong force yung una nating i-drawing. So, say for example, start tayo dun sa weight. So, ito yun, weight na 100 pounds. So, pababa and then, next ay yung P. Okay, so kung P naman, so tip to tail again, to the right yung P. So, then, lastly, yung R1, up to the left. So, i-connect na lang natin tong dulo nito doon. So, pwede rin mauna yung R1, tapos force P. So, pag nauna yung R1, pag ganyan, tapos yung force P, and then yung weight. Okay, so pwede rin ganito yung ating figure for the force triangle of block A. Then next, we have yung force triangle ng ating block B. So, kung unahin natin na ganyan yung weight, so pababa, and then yung R1, so down to the right, and then yung R2, up to the left. Okay? So, kailangan nyo lang dito yung mga angle of inclination, yung R1. So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, angle of inclination niya with the vertical, so 45 lang to kasi 30 plus 15, so 45. So, ito yun, yung 45. Then yung ating R2, kung mapapansin nyo dito, syempre yung angle of inclination ng resultant reaction sa normal line, so 15, so 15 to. Pwede na tayong gumamit ng sine law or cosine law. Pero pwede rin yung mga basic trigonometric function. Okay, so ito yung ating start ng ating solution, FBD. So, saan ba tayo mag-start dito gumamit ng mga conditions of equilibrium, sine law, cosine law? Okay, so basically, dun sa pinaka, konti yung unknown forces. So, although ito yung ating unknown, kung mapapansin natin dito sa R1 at R2, wala naman tayong mga magnitude. So, sa block B, tatlo yung unknowns natin. So, for short, wala tayong masasolve. And then dito sa block A, meron tayong weight na 100 pounds, yung R1 and P. So, masasolve natin yung R1 or yung P. So, ano ba yung kailangan natin sa dalawa? Okay? So, kailangan natin yung R1 para masolve natin yung WB dito. Okay? So, let us solve R1 dito sa ating FBD or force triangle ng block A. So, from the FBD of block A or force triangle, pwede tayong gumamit ng summation of forces vertical, forces along Y equal to 0, or simply use cosine. Okay, so using cosine from the force triangle, so cosine 45 equal to 100 over R1. Okay, so R1 from here is simply equal to 100 over cosine of 45 degrees. Or this is equal to 141.42. Okay, so kung 141.42 yung ating R1, pwede na natin siyang gamitin dito sa force triangle ng block B. So, 141.42 pounds. The next, for WB, we can use sine law. Okay, so WB, yung ating unknown, over sine ng kanyang opposite angles, that is 30 degrees, equal to, so meron na tayong R1, ito, 141.42 over yung sine ng kanyang opposite angle, so 15 degrees. So we can solve now R1, so that is 273.2 pounds. So dito gumamit tayo ng sine law or law of sines. So madali lang to, basta una yung idodrawing yung inyong mga figure, FBD, and yung forced triangle kung pwede. Okay, so next problem. So again, from the book of Ferdinand Singer, problem number 541, page 133. Determine the force P required to start the wedge shown. So the angle of friction for all surfaces in contact is 15 degrees. So ang required natin dito ay yung force P and then yung given, yung angle of friction again, 15 degrees. So number 1 is to draw again yung ating FBD. Okay? So, start tayo dun sa applied force. So, ito yun, force P, and then yung ating block A. Okay, so obviously, yung resultant reaction natin, again, ito, tsaka ito. So, ang tanong na lang dyan, yung mga angle of friction, tsaka yung angle of inclinations. So, yung angle of friction, again, yun yung angle between the normal line and yung resultant reaction. So, kung dito sa right side ng ating block A, so ito yun, 15 degrees. So, dito naman sa left side, so ito yung ating normal line. So, therefore, yung ating angle of friction ay ito. So, yun ang mga angle dito with the horizontal. Pwede nating isolve yan based dun sa angle dito na given, yung 15 degrees. So, take note lang na yung angle ng block na to, 15 degrees. So, therefore, 15 degrees din to. Okay, so yung angle of inclination ng edge niya, so 15 degrees. So, kung isosolve natin yung angle doon, so basically, ito horizontal line, tapos ito vertical line. Okay, so kung ito 15 degrees, so therefore yun ay 75. And then from that, since normal line to, 90 degrees to, 90 minus 75, 15. So therefore yung angle nito, vertex angle, equal lang. So 15 degrees din to. So okay na tayo dito sa FBD ng block A. Then kung dito tayo sa block B, so yung forces na involved, again, number 1, yung reaction kanina dito, yung R2, yun yung magiging applied force dito sa block B. Okay, so yung direction niya, baguhin lang natin. So ito siya, yung R2. So angle of inclination with the normal line is 15 degrees. Yun yung ating angle of friction. So ngayon, yung reaction dito sa surface, therefore, so ito naman siya. So ito yung ating normal line, then ito yung ating angle of friction, 15 degrees. So let us denote this as R3. Okay, so ang objective natin dito, solve yung force P. Pero dito sa block A, hindi tayo agad-agad makakapag-solve ng ating unknown na P kasi wala pa naman tayong either R1 or R2. So, kailangan natin i-solve yung R2 dito. Yung R1, di naman natin masasolve yan. So, yung R2 masasolve natin dito sa block B. So, pwede natin i-start yung solution dito sa block B. So, ito, apat yung forces na involved. So, hindi tayo agad-agad makakapag-drawing ng force triangle. Pero possible pa rin gumamit ng force triangle by solving yung reaction or resultant nung 2,000 tsaka yung 500 pounds. So, isolve nyo lang yung kanyang reaction dito. So, gamitin na lang siguro natin yung ating summation of forces vertical tsaka summation of forces horizontal para masolve yung R2. So, solving for R2 from the FBD of block B. So, we can take summation of forces horizontal equal to 0. Let us assume to the right positive. Okay, so, unang-una yung ating R2, yung kanyang component. So, kung isosolve natin yung kanyang component, so ito siya. So, R2 cosine of 15 degrees. So, pwede nyo i-drawing yung component nito dito, pwede rin, or dito. Then, minus. Okay, so 500 pounds. Then, next, yung R3, yung kanyang horizontal component. So, ito siya, actually, yung friction force. So, that is R3 sine of 15 degrees equal to 0. So, we can solve R3 na lang. So, R3 is equal to, so R2 cosine 15 minus 500 over sine of 15 degrees. So, let us say this is equation 1. So, next, we can take summation of forces vertical equal to 0, assuming upward forces positive. So, we have yung vertical component ng R3. So, R3 cosine of 15 degrees. Then, minus 2,000 pounds. Then, next, minus yung R2. Yung vertical component niya, so R2 sine of 15 degrees equal to 0. So, or R3 is equal to 2,000 plus R2 sine of 15 degrees over cosine of 15 degrees. So, say this is equation 2. So, we can now equate equation 1 and 2. Pero pwede rin syempre substitute yung equation 1 dito. So equate natin. So equation 1 yung ito. So dito pwede natin gamitin yung ating calculator. Pwede natin gamitin yung shift solve. Okay, so let us denote yung R2 na x na lang. So alpha x multiplied by cosine 15 minus 500. Then yung right side ng equation, so yan ay 2,000. So yan, tapos na tayo sa right side. Then shift solve. So masosolve natin value ng R2 ay 1,155.39. So we are done with R2. So we can now solve for force P based dito sa ating FBD ng block A. So pwede natin i-drawing yung kanyang force triangle. Okay, so otherwise, pwede tayong gumamit ng summation of forces vertical saka forces horizontal equal to 0 parang dito. And then equate nyo yung mga equation or substitute nyo yung isang equation dun sa kabilang equation para masolve yung force P. So gamitin naman natin yung ating force triangle. So mag-drawing na lang tayo ng force triangle and then we can use sine law or cosine law. So given naman yung mga angle of inclination. So start tayo dun sa force P pababa, then yung R1 up to the right, then yung ating R2. Okay, so yung P ito yung ating force P, then ito yung ating R2 equal to 1,155.39. So ito yung ating R1. Okay, so angle of inclination, yung R2, alam natin yung angle of inclination niya with the horizontal ay 15. So therefore, ang angle of inclination niya with the vertical ay equal to 75 degrees. Then for R1, yung angle of inclination niya with the horizontal again, so 15 plus 15 lang, so 30. Okay, so ito ay 30 degrees. O pareho lang dito. Okay, so therefore ito ay 60. And then ito, syempre, ay 15 degrees. So solving for P. So we can use sine law. Okay, so yung unknown ay P over yung sine ng kanyang angle is ito 30 plus 15, so 45 equal to, so meron tayong R2. So ito yun, so 115. And then yung kanyang opposite angle ay 60. So sine of 60 degrees. So P here is simply equal to, so gamit yung ating calculator. So that is equal to 943.37 pounds. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.